Hello. Hello, everybody. This is Attorney Clopper. Thank you for your patience. We had a little technical difficulties today because I just got back to the house. But hi, Ocean Birth. Lovely to have you as always. Thank you for joining. Carlton Crispin. Great to see you as well. Let's see if we can get this Instagram live stream up and running too. Instagram. I'm glad everyone was able to make it. This is live stream number 4, I believe, and we are here to sell some tickets for the conference. We're going a little more than a ticket a day, so we'll pretty much have the tickets that we need. Yeah. Carlton, excited for the conference. Is going to be a yearly thing. I think it's great for the movement. Hope we can have it on the East Coast sometime, maybe after suing more states. Well, that's definitely the plan. And if we can find a plaintiff that meets the criteria, we'll be suing more states prior to the April 10 to 12 conference as well, right? Because this is something that we're just getting started with. And we've been met with early success, but we want to continue that and scale it up big time. So let's see if I can get the stream on Instagram as well. We want to create live video in tab. And so if you guys have any questions about what's going on with the litigation or what we need for future plaintiffs, let me know. I definitely want to hear from you. I want to hear what's going on. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, Carlton, will you be coming to the conference is the big question. Because we need everybody on the stream there as well. Stick Raccoon, love to see you, man, and love to see the enthusiasm. Right now we are on the go on the iPad. Here we go. We are. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the chat. Hopefully you didn't. Here we go. Edit. Remove. And so we should be on Instagram now as well. Stick Raccoon, I have been waiting for you to join us, so I appreciate you coming on the live stream. And here we are now on Instagram as well. Excuse me, on the live stream. So, live stream. And as Stick Raccoon says, when will Intact Global extend to Ohio? Well, that's a fantastic question. We have 41 states actually that qualify for a challenge that we're doing right now in terms of, how should I say, equal protection litigation. So essentially arguing that if you're going to protect female minors from genital cutting, you have to protect male and intersex minors equally, right? That is equal protection under the law. Pretty straightforward argument. It seems to be meeting with great success in Oregon. I'd love to bring that to Ohio. I'm just pulling up my Excel spreadsheet that lists all the laws and constitutional provisions in all 50 states. So I can answer your question, Stick Raccoon. It's quite the username. Are you from Ohio? Let me know in the chat. So from looking at my data that I have, that GALDEF so hopefully assembled, Oregon passed an anti-female genital cutting statute in 2019, right? So fairly recently. And they do not have an equal rights amendment on the basis of sex in their state constitution. So Ohio is actually one of the 9 states that we're very unlikely to be suing, at least on the same theory. I had a call with Peter Adler earlier today, the leading legal publisher on the legality or lack thereof of genital cutting. He's published the most, I think, in any law journals in history on the topic. He's a good friend of mine, and he's helping draft some other anti-circumcision lawsuits as well. And so it's not only just equal protection, although that seems to have the most emotional salience, right? If we're going to protect children, we should protect all children equally, right? So that's kind of what's going on. Paul, I appreciate your comment. Keep up the good work. You know, that's what we're doing is we are trucking through. Oh, I'm seeing some people join on Instagram. Deborah, great to see you. Soy Boy JPEG, really a creature of 2026. Uh, you know, we also have Luigi 86 Grande. Great to see you again as well. Um, so yeah, so we got some questions from Carlton. Hi, since we need money, have you considered reaching out or hiring someone to lobby some rich people who have said they are against male genital mutilation, such as Joe Rogan, Howard Stern, creator of Minecraft? Well, I have not hired any lobbyers because we've got limited resources. And my belief is the more success we get, the more resources we'll have, and the more success we'll get. It's kind of an exponential trend. And we are doing well right now. But but yeah, we want to continue this trend upwards and not linear, but exponentially. And that's why we're hosting Intact Global's second conference in April in Intact Global's new headquarters, downtown Los Angeles. It really is truly a thing of beauty. It's 11,000 square feet, right? But that's only because a big part of one of the top two floors that we're renting um, is is removed. So we have this huge event space in the middle with this huge skylight. Um, so we're getting some text from the board members. Um, so anyway, yeah, if you guys have any tickets for that, let me know. But yeah, it's a great idea, Carlton. I'm open to how how that could be done. I'm probably operating as much as I can, but if you or anyone else knows someone who's got deep pockets and wants to help out the movement, eh, a substantial donation would cause substantial project progress, put it that way, right? Because we're doing what we can with the resources we have, which means currently winning in Oregon, which is good, right? But but I would love for us to be currently winning in 2 states or 3 states or 5 states. And so what's likely to happen is we'll probably have a GoFundMe if we find an appropriate plaintiff in Colorado or one of the other states that is well suited based off of how long ago they passed their anti-FGM statute and their state constitution, right? That was the theory behind picking Oregon. It seems to be working very well, but we need more states on the board. And right now, and we need plaintiffs as well. So that's what's going on. What I'm going to do, and I'm not sure if I can do this on my, um, if I could do this on my iPad, which I'm streaming in now, is I want to show you guys how to get some tickets. I want to make sure that everyone who wants to get a ticket knows kind of the workflow. I'm going to post the link in the chat, and maybe I can put the background as well. Let's see. I guess I can't do it on the iPad. But usually I have a QR code here. Here's the ticket link. Thank you, Ocean Birth. And let me know. It's on top if you're on Instagram. It's on the bottom on YouTube or the other wide shot streaming services like YouTube. Let me know if you can click it or if you can't, because what I'm going to do is I will type in the easier one to type. But I'm also going to show you how this works, because once you go to the Intact Global page, you have to click Get Tickets, and there's a few different add-ons and stuff, and I want to make sure that you have what you want to have if you're making it to downtown Los Angeles, which is very easy to get to from LAX major airport. And if you live in LA, then you definitely should be there, especially if you're on the stream. Oh, I love this. The only PD, after the last stream, I donated $100 in Bitcoin. Thank you, the only PD. Now, if anyone matches, let me know. I can check right now what's going on. Make sure I got that, or Intact Global. Let's see. And that's a tax-deductible donation as well. Um, let's make sure. So as that logs in, I'm going to see if I can get into. Now I'm on StreamYard on 2 devices and on 8 streams. So I love the donation, the only PD. Oh, there's like 4 verifications, so maybe we won't get this right now. Ooh, and I just got a nasty gram from opposing counsel. With respect to your assertion, I'll read it afterwards. But that's okay. So just so you're aware, the only PD. Yes, we got your donation yesterday, so thank you very much. Yeah, so if anyone matches, you know, drop a note in the chat. We'd love to collect cryptocurrency. If we end the genital mutilation of children through cryptocurrency, that would be would be the convergence of multiple zeitgeist movements, right? Because that's what this is. It's a zeitgeist. So another donation idea from the only PD. Bang a gavel and declare something like order or circumcision constitutional or whatever your lawyer brain comes up with. Okay, well, you know, we'll workshop that one. Right? And thank you, Aaron. I hope you and your girlfriend can make it. It really is actually something else. And we've had a lot of designers come through because my business partner is a designer, and they're all like, "What? Like this is over the top, over the top," and it really is. But it's not just Intact Global. It's my law firm's based out of there. My business partner, who's a jewelry designer, and then you know what we're doing there, right? And then we're going to host events and filming, and we're going to film the conference obviously because that's great content. We'll probably live stream it in HD this year, and where it's fiber optics, right? The whole thing is to the tens in terms of its utilities because Pixar used to be based out of this space, right? You know, that's a serious organization, and so are we, right? We're here to win, here to change how we treat children. So yeah, as Paul says, I live in Los Angeles. Is there an event of something? Yes, absolutely. So Intact Global is hosting its 2nd annual conference in downtown Los Angeles at 833 South Spring Street, right? That is that is where Intact Global's new headquarters is. In April 10 to 12, we are actually going to have our 2nd annual conference, which sold out last year in Portland, Oregon. So, Paul, I definitely hope that you can make it. I'm going to post the link below Ocean Birth, and let me show you what happens when you go to that link. Give me 1 second. We're going to share our screen. Blah, blah, blah. And here we go. So right now we are going to add to speech. So here, so this is a question for you, Paul, in terms of you live in Los Angeles. We want you there. So right now we're on the Intact Global page. The 2026 Intact Global Conference is going to be in Los Angeles, California, right? On Spring Street, which is essentially on Broadway. We touch the Orpheum Theater, right? We share a back alleyway and parking lots. And so anyway, if you go to this page that Ocean Birth linked, oh, give me 1 second. It's not sharing what I want. That's unfortunate. So if you go to that link, which is window boop, here we go. Add to stage. You'll go to our Intact Global Conference page, right? And you could get tickets here, but what happens Thursday night, we're going to have a founders dinner. It's off Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills in El Pasto. It's going to be a 5-course meal. It's going to be really lovely. It's $350 for kind of the people who have the appetite, want to get there, want to talk with some of the other leaders, people who have some resources to push this along. And this is where the founders dinner is going to happen the night before the conference. It's really quite a lovely venue, and the food is fantastic. And we want to thank Deborah Shagian for bringing that to our attention, fellow board member. And then Friday night, we're going to have the Legacy Gala. And so that's going to be a fundraiser. It's going to be parties. It's going to be a live auction. We'll probably have a skit from, one or two well-known comedians, and we'll see what other celebrities may or may not attend. But that's 150 if you get that just for yourself. But this is what I would recommend for most people. It's general admission and the gala. So it's only $49 more. And it's the Friday night gala. Saturday, we have, about 2 hours of keynotes, some breakout sessions, lunch. And then Sunday as well as networking sessions. We'll probably have a tea party social. Here are some of the speakers for this coming year. And here's the schedule. And so let's say you want to get tickets, which I hope you do, Paul. You just do buy tickets now. And what will happen is you're going to go to Ticket Tailor, which is the website that is selling our tickets. This is a picture from last year, all the lawyers who were there and our lead plaintiffs in Oregon. And you just buy tickets. And you just go through the prompts. Like, let's say you want one of these, you just click one. And then if you want the founders dinner, get one of those. If not, that's fine. Let's say you want, you have a partner who wants to attend with you, but not the whole conference, then maybe get a gala ticket as well. And then an optional donation. And let's say you're stretched for cash, you could do 0. Let's say you're not, do 500, whatever you want. You do next, and then just put in your name and details. And the tickets from myself. Continue to next section. And, do you have any allergies? We want to know, make sure everyone has a good time. And this is with a $500 donation, right? It's really only $199. And then, go through the prompts, and then you'll be in our system and we'll know that you'll be attending, Paul. And really it's only $199. Now, if you can spring more, that's great. If not, that's totally okay as well. But any questions on that, let me know. I'll be trying to stream more or less every day up until the conference, although we'll see what's happening. The only PD says, read the nastygrams from opposing counsel. Well, I do civil litigation for a living, and Oregon is very, very civil, but a lot of my lawyers that I litigate against are pieces of difficult work. Okay. Oh, it's a whole lot of noise from that. I'm not going to read it, and you're not going to like it, right? It's just, people over disputing over how much each is owed and stuff. Although I do appreciate the idea. Oh, so Paul, yeah, April 10 to 12, and I hope you can make it. Or April 9 to 12 with the founders dinner, which is that fancy dinner. As Naircat says, I think we need a flagship 3D animated video about circumcision, like showing all the anatomy of infant and adult, what's severed, what's grafted, the gliding sensitivity effects on the frenulum, and so on. I agree, right? A high quality 3D image or 3D video costs resources, and depending on how much we raise, depends what we can do, right? Because we want to educate as part of our nonprofit mission, but we also want to end the genital cutting of children, which is similar. We want to educate courts. We want to educate the public. So I'm 100% on board. And if you know any talented 3D designers, it's definitely something to pitch them, and I'll keep it in mind as well. So totally, Naircat, I think it's a great idea. And if you have anything that's close, feel free to drop it in the chat. As David said, how does this even have to be discussed? Genital mutilation is so clearly against the very most basic right of every human being. And David, I 100% agree with you. And I think that, well, certainly the vast, probably all, everyone on this stream probably agrees with you, and most people in the world. Now, America is a strong outlier. Now, I'm happy to say that we no longer mutilate most of our children below, but at the same time, we still cut, 49% of them or something, right? So we want to get that to a negligible number because we want to make sure every child's equally protected. And the vast majority of Europe, most of Asia, Australia, great majority of almost all of South and Central America, they don't mutilate their children, right? They don't cut off parts of their sex organs. So we're an extreme outlier and we're working on it. Like we're making progress, but we need a lot more people who understand what this is so we can end it quickly. As Carlton says, curious if the opposition in the suit seemed to truly be pro MGM or just doing their jobs. Well, it's a great question. So if you sue the state's job, and we're litigating against the Oregon Department of Justice, their job is to defend the laws. Doesn't really matter what their personal opinions are. I think most people who are educated don't want to mutilate and harm children, right? Like that's a really malevolent position. I think the vast majority of people who are pro-circumcision are just ignorant about what's going on in terms of like severing functional tissue and harming infants. I think that the lawyers here, they're doing their job and they're arguing about standing. It has nothing to do with the merits of whether or not we should be cutting children or not. It's a really esoteric legal issue, which we prevailed on, right? But that's been their attack, so to speak. So, we're in discovery now, or we're about to be. So if we have any disputes about how harmful it is to sever the genitals of children at birth, functional genital tissue, we'll get there. So honestly, Carlton, like we're not even there yet in the litigation. Yes, God bless you as well. So anyway, what do I think about 4Gen? Well, I think that it needs a lot more funding than even us, right, to be successful. And even then, it's I think more ambitious. And as Neriket says, I think other orgs have a good amount of stuff showing the biology and harm. Hopefully they can share, cross-link, and collab. Yeah, I think we have a pretty good relationship with most intactivist organizations. We're doing good work. We're been met with early success, but we want to be met with a lot more success, right? So anyway, that is what's going on here. I think it's all good. I just wanted to, hopefully, was it Paul Rocky? You will be our newest attendee. Hopefully you can get a ticket, bring a friend, bring 5 friends, right? I mean, it's a huge venue. We got the space. And we're just starting to sell tickets now. But and we are, how should I say, making progress, but we want to make as much progress as we can. I didn't mean to post that little ad for StreamYard, although I do like the software. So anyway, if anyone has any final questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will start a stream tomorrow, probably. And I think, that's the plan. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it in the stream, tell other people. I will schedule the streams about a half hour in advance. I'll do my best depending on what's going on. And we're just going to continue to sell tickets, promote conference. It will be, I think, Intact Global's first conference, which sold out, was probably the biggest intactivist gathering in history. Is that, if anyone, it's about 72 people. If that's incorrect, let me know. But this one will definitely be, where we'll be in the triple digits for sure. And as Not One More Innocent says, they can't win no matter how they respond. Well, it seems pretty clear that if you only protect one class of children, only females, from genital cutting, that violates the state constitution. And the judge certainly seems to think that it's a plausible argument, and we'll see where it goes. Carlton, I appreciate your comments and your support. I appreciate all of you. So again, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bring your friends, bring your kids, bring your partner, and get your tickets while we still have early bird tickets. My idea could put money in your pocket. Well, hey, Not One More. I will be on the stream tomorrow. So let's talk about it there. Or you can email me at eric@intactglobal.org and we can discuss there. So anyway, thank you all for joining, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Monday.